Guys, si Kaya Sanvelosa ulit ito at welcome sa episode 20 ng laro tayo ng Disco Elysium. Teka, bago natin start ulit guys, check ko muna si OBS as usual para sigurado tayo hindi siya nagkakaproblema mag-coding. Okay, so okay, continue. So, pwede na continue ko. So, sige. Alam natin. Okay, nung huling episode natin guys, napasalita na rin natin yung mga grupo ni na Titus, So, yun. Sinabi niya sa atin na yung kauna-unang babaeng kumausap sa atin sa start ng game. At yung pala yung biktima nung rape, nung ni-rape nung nung actually rape nga ba yun? Ginalaw ba niya talaga o ano na lang, hinaras lang. Yung 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 bangkay. Save. Okay, so interview natin siya.
This window is pristine on
Siya na lang eh. Pero may clickable pa dito, may item pa. Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Okay, ashtray na courting hedgehog. Okay, so teka. Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers.
just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
High naman eh, so 72. Hand-eye coordination, so go.
The wind brushes them off the roof.
Hindi nakuha, teka. Okay, at least alam natin na may ganun, so teka. High naman eh, so hindi masyadong yan. Pwede ko nang kapain. Tsaka meron yata tayong clothing na increase na hand-eye coordination eh. Wala. Wala eh. Wala. Alin pa pala yun? Half-light viewers. Alin pa yung hand-eye coordination? Reaction speed siguro? Hindi. So, sige, kapain ko na lang dito. Save natin. Basahin ko lang ulit. Okay, go.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind catches
Ayun, ako na.
a flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand, just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette.
Natuwa siya doon, ha?
The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
Okay, nice. Interact. Tried Maybells. Maybells pala. This is the wildflower you caught. One of a bouquet of mugays, one of a bouquet of magueys that you found on the whirling roof. It's shedding its petals quickly in your pocket. save ko muna. Pwede mag-interact eh. Baka mamaya may ano na naman eh. Baka may check na naman, skill check na naman eh.
Six crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What is this, Kim? Kasi, tanong natin.
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Who pinned them? Which side? Does this flower blossom in early spring? Is it a coincidence is it a coincidence it being on the roof? Beryl put the flower back in your pocket. Number 2.
Yes, but not these early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Okay. Who usually pins them?
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the civil war.
Kailan ba natin itanong? So, try natin. Is it a coincidence it being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Very well.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand.
Meron tayo pwedeng point eh. Kaya lang di ko alam kung saan lalagay. Saan yung hand-eye coordination? Ay, ito, sagad na pala eh. Ano ba gusto kong kunin? Pwede ko isagad yung rhetoric or isagad tong saver frame. Interfacing na lang muna, sige. Or composure. Straighten your back, keep your poker face. Sige, ito na lang. Interfacing. Master machines, pick locks and pockets. Sige, ito na lang, sige. Okay. Accept changes and close. Okay, save natin. Tapos, kausapin na natin siya. Okay.
Welcome to the roof.
Kaya pala ganyan yung dating niya. Medyo ano siya. Medyo may pinagdaanan siya. The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
Yan na naman ganyan eh.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got there. You've got here. Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one. Proceed politely. No time for pleasantries. We have questions for you. Proceed in a rush. No, wag. Nice view you've got here.
Nice. I don't know about that, officer.
She looks north towards the yard. Kasi yung yung bank, ganon. Naiirita siya doon.
Where the ripe corpse of a man still lies on the ground, spotted with green and purple. The woman doesn't flinch, but there is something in her light brown eyes. A sadness.
Sadness. Hindi siya You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one. Proceed. Ito na lang.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
It has. Disco Infernum. Disco Infernum. Hell, you know not of which you speak. There are vertices of dark energy present, but not to hell. to another place, a third place, much different from our world. No, no, I just trashed the place. Ah, Ito medyo masyado malalim pero wag na lang. No, I trashed the place. Ano tayo, wag natin siyang gaguhin.
I know. That's probably also why the cleaning lady quit.
Ganun.
I am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Once a cop, always a cop. I have very little idea of what I'm doing. That is unimportant to the case at hand. Ito na lang.
Like riding a cop-a-cycle.
She takes a sip of her coffee.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man who was hanged. The people responsible have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What is your name, miss? For the record. Nice room you've got here. They tell us you've been through something difficult. What is this wildflower? Show her the flower. I notice your room is close to mine. I have a personal question. Let's return to the... sige, natin yung flower. Kasi nag-react din siya to kanina eh.
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail.
Ano ba naman description niya? Masyadong sensual.
Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
What's Sampo? Why was it there? Sudden change of topic. No. Why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
What is your name, miss? For the record. Nice room you've got here. Wag natin to. Wag din to. Sige, number 2.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here in the whirling in rags? You have quite a collection of prescription drugs down there. Wag din yan. That window is new. I have other questions. So dapat wag tayo masyadong direkta. Sige.
It is.
She moves slightly to your left to check her reflection in it.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
Teka. May lumabas eh. Speak to the assault victim. Get Clashy's version of events tactfully.
He finds the answer unsatisfying.
What are you doing here in the whirling in rags? You have quite a collection of... Ayoko sana itanong to, medyo delikado to eh. What are you doing here in the whirling in rags? So na lang muna.
I'm wintering.
Wintering?
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Eto natin. Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in the whirling. Here in Martinez. Here in Revachol. Sige. Martinez.
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
You came to the right place. You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been. No, this is Sassy Town. It's where the future of dance lies. Understood na? Kasi number 2.
I'm really not.
She smirks. You have quite the collection. Ayoko sana itanong to eh. Sige, no choice eh.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
She says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
Narcomania is nothing to be proud of, miss. It was quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard? No further questions. Okay.
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The collection includes Nacra, an opioid antagonist. You seem to have, among other things, peptide. Uh, Sige to.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
This tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
Sige. Hindi mo siya naasar dun eh. So to. You seem to have, among other things, peptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments,
Like what? Tama.
like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically.
Cool. I took some for personal use. Show her the peptide. That's all for. That's all as far as that goes. Then
Very funky.
she takes a try, looking straight in the eye. Sige, other questions na lang.
Okay.
She takes a pencil drag of her cigarette.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
What is your name, miss? For the record, I talk to you about your room again. They tell us you've been through some. I notice your room is close to mine. Sige, ito naman na. Number one naman na.
Clasier Amondu.
Clash A. Clash A pala yung pronunciation. And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
yung mga J nila read as Y. What is Oranje? What do you do, miss? What is your specialization? Could you take a look at your passport, please? Thank you, that's it for now. What is Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
A bad memory of what? Understood. Sige. Bad memory of what?
Of lilacs and lightning.
She squints her
Hearts,
eyes
glass,
as if to see them in
Duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night. At least it was for me.
Masyado ano yung tono ng pananalita niya. Medyo melancholic na hindi ko maintindihan.
What's so bad about that?
Tama.
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
What do you do, miss? How old are you? Sige.
I'm 28.
She takes a track. 28. Ano tama? Legal age ka na pala eh. Pero kung inassault ka, ano ba yun? What do you miss? What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Orange Slit?
Oranese literature.
Ah,
It's what I studied at the university.
she raises both eyebrows. What is Oranese literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
Hmm?
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Orange Lit. What do you do with it? Sorry, ito na nga ito.
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money. Again, cool.
It's not very cool, but what can you do?
Parang ayoko itanong to, medyo delikado itong mga ibang questions eh. Okay. Pero sige, try na lang natin. Could you take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Ano ba yan?
Thank you for your candor. Huh? Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
I'm pretty sure I have the legal right to demand your passport, miss. How do I know you've told me your real name? Okay then, conclude. Sige, ayoko itanong to eh, delikado eh.
Okie dokie.
She pours herself more coffee.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
Thank you. That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
Pwede na kaya natin itanong. Yan lang hindi ko alam eh. Hindi ko alam kung pwede na eh. Mahirap na eh. Save ko muna. Exit muna tayo.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. Drinking coffee, most likely.
Teka, save ko lang. Baka mamaya maasar siya eh. Yun ang iniiwasan natin eh.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions. Something difficult?
She
I've
raises
been
her
through at
eyebrows.
least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Have you been raped? No, masyado. Forget about it. I don't want to talk about this shit. Wag to, masyado na. Ito na lang number one.
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
She takes a quick drag. Unperturbed.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
And what does that mean? Were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
I just ask you to spice things up for us. Are you sure you weren't raped? What did happen between you and the victim? What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age. What did they hang him for, if not rape? Why was there a bullet in his head? How do the Hardy Boys know you? Thank you for telling us all of this, miss. Unahin natin dito. Ito na muna. Number 5.
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did they meet? And
Over
how did you
drinks.
meet?
It's been a long, boring winter.
There must be more to it. You should return to this topic after you've talked about her relationship with the deceased
Okay.
lady.
Let's ask you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
She cradles her coffee cup in both hands.
Warming them.
What did Thank you for again. Wag muna. What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
You partied. You mean like a birthday party? What kind of partying? Point to your bloated face. The kind I do? I don't get it. What do you mean partied? As it
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
no one parties harder than me. Harder than this? Keep pointing at your face. I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
Ah,
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
you were lovers? Were feelings involved? Understood ah. Were you lovers? Mukhang obvious naman eh.
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
The dance voice is quite calm.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must be hard for you. Point to the art. Seeing him there all the time.
Oh, yes. I have multiple viewpoints. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
Ba yan?
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Ah, siya yun?
Yes.
Jackpot.
The call. Reporting the hanging? That was you? Say nothing na lang.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In
Okay.
Martinez, they call it snitching.
Done. Completed na Tuesday. Malapit na naman mag-points. Ay, yung inaano natin, kiniconceptualize. 49 minutes pa?
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
If it's snitching, then why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
The voice was disguised. Did you...
Yeah, clearly within this, wishing to distract her from the images.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it? How?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Okay.
So, she's God's mystery phone cutter.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
May nakuha na naman tayo.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems like you had some idea. Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
She manages to smile. Why go through all of the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, you'd still be hanging there.
She looks away.
He won't be down there long, miss. We will move the body to the morgue soon.
Tama. Information. Nagsalita na siya eh.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his, I don't know, hair.
Puff. More nervous.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Okay.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I've also seen him in a dream. Say nothing.
You pissed it all away. All of it. Elysium.
What did they hang? Baka mamaya magalit eh, pero sige. What did they hang him for?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
Question clashy. Clashy about the dead man. Wag na muna.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Parang ayoko itanong to. Baka mamaya, alam niya pero wag na muna siguro. Why was there a bullet in his head? Parang, bahala na. Sige, try natin. Thank you na lang muna.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Okay, let's go. Auto-save na naman. Speak to the assault victim. Confront the Hardy Boys with what Clash he told you. Okay. Hindi natin pwede sabihin siya, yun ang sinabi niya. So, kailangan ano lang, pasimple.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Say in a hushed voice. Why did she tell us all of that? Guilty conscience nga eh. Huwag natin tanong yan. Got it. Let's go. Bago natin kasapin, save ko lang. Save, delete, go away. Okay.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
To talk about the hang again. Go over the rape victim again. Ayoko sabihin to.
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
Sige, try natin to. Try natin 6.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Confess to murder. I'm taking you in. Step in closer. Easy now. Let's just talk. Back off.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
Questions na siguro.
About fucking time.
Number 3.
Again? Seriously, man. Fine. Fire away.
What is your relationship with her?
I know her.
He looks around and an uncommon silence fills the room.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
He crosses his arms.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here? I see. Another question.
If you must.
When did the rape happen?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
He turns to Glenn.
Here you go, boss.
What was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Baka ikaw yung nang rape.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Kailangan pala talaga sabihin. Confront the hard West.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Kayo in denial
This
eh.
is a diversion. Stay on track.
Crazy? What are you talking about? She was very lucid. I did think that, yes. That she's a little crazy. Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth. O sige, go.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her.
Shut up, Bing!
Duh.
Titus Hardy! Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Frankly, it's a bit terrifying. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Still breathing heavily.
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit, and then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
So what's on this tape? Where did you get this tape? Where can I listen to this? That's enough for now. Where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
His voice echoes like thunder in the...
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one, or maybe it's too broken.
So what's on the tape?
What's on it? We call it the Dorgana Mega Mix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
Yeah, that's enough na.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Okay, take the tape. No thanks. I can get this wrapped up better without it. Okay, take the tape.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Few more things about the tape before I go listen to it.
Yeah? What about it?
Where did you get the tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
So you bugged them. How?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Teka, may... Dorganer Megamix. Hardy gave you a recording where the hanged man supposedly testifies to his intent to rape and pillage. Have a listen on a playback device, either in your room or find one from a pawn shop. Listen to the Dorganer Megamix.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then? I think I get the picture. Tonto kagad.
Yeah. Try not to whack off to it.
I'm going to listen to the tape.
You do that, Lao man.
I'm going to take off now. Tape Dorganer Megamix. Use the track button in inventory to inspect the item. A magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It supposedly holds a recording of the Mercenary Task Force radio communication recorded via the encryption station. Not a good one. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play. Try natin nasa room natin kung ganun. Interact. Wag na muna. Save muna natin.
You stare at the great Dorgunner Megamix. If only you had a boombox, you would be able to play Titus's tape. The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak. Respect the tape.
Yung sa kwarto natin, wala na, sira na yata yun eh. Tsaka alam ko may item tayong tape din na sira eh. Saan ba yun? Ayun oh. A worn and torn map. Ito. Empty cassette. There used to be a tape in this cassette, in this case, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the enemy's single smallest church in Saint Sayans must have must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. Okay, try natin. It's 4 p.m. na.
The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completely broken down now. There's no fixing this one.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix, but it isn't anymore.
Yeah, any ideas?
My Kinema only comes with radio. Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we should talk to Roy at the pawn shop. He has stuff.
There you go. Okay. Para tayo 14 minutes. Meron siyang player kaya lang wala tayong pambili yata eh. Wala talaga tayong pambili eh. Save.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'm looking for something that plays a tape for police business.
Yeah, we still have those boom boxes on the shelves.
Their businesses.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Nope, hindi tayo bibili. Saan boombox? Ito.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harman Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Can I just play a tape on one of the boomboxes real quick?
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
Can I get a discount on this boombox? A police discount.
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Door Gunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so experimental.
Fair enough, businessman. 12 it is. How does 10 real sound? Let's make it 8 real. I'm not just doing any police work. I've got the door gunner megamix here. An era-defining work. That's two 4 real. Try natin.
4 real is offensively low, but just this once. For the music, concrete, cop.
Sige, at least bumaba. Kaya lang, Kailangan kong pambili ng pantulog mamaya. Tape player. Harman Waushi. WO2. Thanks for the discount. Thanks for the discount. Here's the money for the boombox.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Okay, sa kabila tayo ng tape player. Tool. Tape player Harman Waushi. This is the real to real boombox of everyone's youth. A little banged up, a little chipped, and honestly, not that loud either. Looks cool though. Excels at being carried on the shoulder, allowing you to play audio tape items and blast music into the face of unsuspecting strangers. Saan natin equip? Tanggalin ko na lang muna yung ano. Talagang boombox ah. Anyway, may 9 minutes pa tayo pero save ko muna tapos try ko i-play. Okay, try natin i-play.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Sige, play natin.
You push Command Set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Another loud screech, some kind of machinery.
The harbor. That's the sound of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice
Artist intelligible.
I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
Click then silence. The rest of the tape is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence? What do you think? Who's this Corty? What's Kohoi? Okay then. What now? Remove the tape.
End of recording.
What do you think? Who's this Corty? What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
He also sounded inebriated. Lasing. But he did say he's going to do it. You can't edit words into someone's mouth. I think he sounded alright, just letting off some steam. Pwede.
Yes. It was just locker room talk.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
Who's this Corty?
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his?
Okay then. What now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony. At least to some degree.
Okay.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night. The contrast feels chilly, inappropriate even.
Okay. So, pwede ko na tagalin yung boombox. So, sige, lagyan natin itong clippers. Ayan. Okay. Balik tayo kay Classy daw. Tapos kasapin ulit natin siya, so wag na muna for now. Kasapin natin siya next episode, pero for now, quit na muna. Okay, balik tayo sa room niya. Kaya lang problema, bawasan tayo ng items. Nabawasan tayo ng imbis na kailangan ko na lang ng for something 9 na naman ang kailangan. 846. Teka. Sabihin natin kay Gart yung siya yung yung sa telephone.
Can I help you?
Goodbye. Siya.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Save natin to sa room niya, sa labas ng niya. Para next episode kausapin natin siya. Okay, dito natin save. Okay, so end naman natin guys, so quit. Auto save na naman pasaway. Okay, anyway guys, so Kersan Velosa signing off. Tuloy na lang ulit natin ito next episode.